Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I have this look for you. It's a smoky eye inspired by Mila Kunis. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first product I'm going to use is by MAC. It's a paint pot called Quite Natural, and it's very like a mid-tone brown color. And I'm using a base shadow brush from Real Techniques to apply this to my entire lid. And this is going to act as a base and give the eyeshadow something to cling to. I'm using all matte eyeshadows today. Matte eyeshadows tend to go a bit patchy sometimes, so a base is required to help it be a little more even. And this product tends to set relatively quickly, so you have to work fast enough so that it doesn't set. And I just use a clean brush to buff out the edges. Just reapplying a little bit more. And then a clean brush to buff out the edge. And do the same on the other side. All over the lid. Up to the crease, and just use a clean brush to blend out that edge. The next thing I'm going to do, working from the Sleek palette, and this is the Ultra Matte version 2, and the color that I'm using in this is this dark chocolate brown, third from the top. And I'm using a flat shader brush just to apply that all over the lid, right over that MAC paint pot. And I'm applying that all the way up to the crease. And then I'm going to take a clean blending brush. So I have here Sigma E25 blending brush, which is the equivalent to a MAC 217. And I'm just buffing out just the edge of that eyeshadow. So you just want that to be nice and soft. Just keep blending. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just pack on that chocolate brown matte eyeshadow all the way up to the crease. Making sure that it's even all over the lid. And blending out the edge with that blending brush. I'm just going to add a little more to the very top here, and then just blend that out again. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to take a small detailer brush and go back in with that same chocolate brown, and I'm just going to run that below my bottom lashes just to create a shadow. So just softly apply that. And we're just going to take it to meet up with that brown at the top. I'm going to do the same on the other side. This is a nice, quick, smoky eye look. And then join that to the top. Next, I'm going to be taking a kohl liner, and this one is from MAC, called Smolder. And I'm just going to be running that along my bottom waterline all the way into the tear duct. And I'm rubbing that into my bottom lash line as well, because I want that to be nice and smudgy. Now I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to get the top waterline as well. And this is an easy way to line your top waterline and bottom actually at the same time. If you close your eyes, you're just rubbing that pencil on both. I'm going to do it with my eyes closed on the other side so you can see. I'm going all the way into the tear duct and I'm getting the bottom at the same time as the top. MAC Prep+Prime Skin Base, and I have it decanted out into a little pot because this is usually in my makeup kit, and I'm only going to apply this where I have some spots from some acne and some pimples that I had. So I'm just gonna pat that into those spots, and this is just gonna help that makeup to cling to those areas a little more because I'm gonna be pushing the foundation into those spots. Next, I'm going to be doing foundation. So I have a preference for MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation. You can use whatever suits your skin tone, your skin type. Sorry, I have combination to oily skin, so I like this one, and I live in the tropics. It's very hot and humid all the time, but this one stays really well. And I'm using a fluffy brush to do that, and this gives me a nice even coating, a nice light even coating. So I'm just gonna do that in circular motions. And just working that into circular motions, bringing that down the neck. Now I use this foundation also as my concealer. So what I do, I take a soft flat, this is the eyeshadow brush, but this works for me. And I just press it where I need the coverage. So right where I have my dark circles, I press that foundation into it. And this works really well for me. Because it's so hot, I don't like layering a lot of products onto my face, especially on the very hot days. So this works and blends in really nicely for me. So you just press where you need the most coverage and just bring that along, feather that out to the ends. Now for where I had put my primer, just in those spots, I'm going to take the same brush, same foundation, and I'm just going to push. The color that I'm using is NC40. And I'm just going to push that where I need the most coverage. And this means I only have to carry the one product in my makeup bag. I don't need to carry an extra concealer. This works for me. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to my eyebrows, and what I usually do, I fill it in with a brown eyebrow pencil, or I fill it in with Brun from MAC, this eyeshadow right here. Sorry if you can't see that. What I'm gonna do today is fill it in with MAC's Brun. And this is a Real Techniques angled liner brush. You can use any angled brush. I'm just gonna lightly fill this in. I don't want to go too heavy on the brows because we've gone so heavy on the lids, on the eyes, sorry. So just lightly brushing that through and trying to make that look as natural as possible. And just like feathery strokes, just to get a little definition. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay, next I'm going to move on to blush. I have here from MAC. This is Mocha. It is a matte powder blush, and it's sort of like a dusty rose color. And this complements my skin tone quite well. And another one that I use very often is MAC's Blush Baby, which is a sheer tone blush. So I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush and just swirl the product. And I just use this in a sort of sculpting motion. So just going this way, a little bit into the temples, and then the same on the other side. The next thing I want to do is my eyelashes. So I'm going to take my Tweezerman eyelash curlers. I'm just going to curl my lashes. Give them a nice squeeze. On the other side. The mascara I'm using today is Rimmel Sexy Curves, and I like this mascara because it really curls my lashes. I'm just going to put on a lot of that and sort of wiggle the wand at the base of the lash and pull up to get maximum volume. Again, wiggling that into the root, pulling down this time. And last but not least, I'm going to do my lips. Just putting on a little bit of lip balm. This is Blistex. And I have a couple colors that I want to work with. I'm not sure which one. So I'm going to use MAC Spice Lip Pencil to outline my lips. And I'm going to fill in the lips with this as well. Now this gives a good base for me to put my lipstick onto. I have Rimmel's Airy Fairy, and this is like a nice sort of iridescent satin finish pinky nude. And I'm going to top that off with MAC's Plushglass in Nice Buzz. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial and thank you for watching. See you next time.